Так, продолжаем.
Revelio.
Так, тут ничего нету.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Угу. Путешествия расширяют сознание. Так, снизу сайд-квест есть.
Revelio.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small...
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Так, посмотрим. Чувак боялся пушистых зверушек, пипец.
Revelio. Incendio.
Hey!
Revelio. Incendio.
Не горит. Я подумал, он встал сейчас и драться со мной будет.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindled. This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Так, значит нам туда.
Seems the devil's snare is protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Protego.
Так, подожди. А у меня там разве не было этот? Угу. Ну ладно.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Чё-то изи. О, что-то крутое. Угу. Легендарный плащ. Как-никак.
Hogwarts is a second home.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Так. Чё по заданиям? Так. Надо в дуэльный клуб пойти.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Неплохо. Раз, два, три.
Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio. Accio.
You'll get it.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other jewelers had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Не, я в соло.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Leviosa.
Act like a winner. Give him one more.
Leviosa.
Confringo.
Incendio.
Find the one.
Accio. Leviosa.
That's all you've got?
Incendio. Accio.
You're better than that!
Leviosa.
Че она стоит-то?
Leviosa.
Думаю, я ее не ударю, что ли?
Incendio. Accio. Leviosa.
There goes my wager.
I could never duel like that. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Угу. У меня что, тут 20 из 20? Да. Ладно. Так, мне надо в таком случае в Хоксмит продать весь инвентарь ненужный. И потом уже можно дальше идти по заданиям. Оставаться без лута — такое себе развлечение.
Worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these socks.
Novelty socks at that price can't be passed
No
up.
touching if you have sticky
I'd
fingers.
rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See?
If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone who thinks you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
Papa, can we really wash charms out of things?
Don't be absurd.
Можно вообще все продать.
Women will say anything to avoid
Ничего
spending
стоящего
money.
нету.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop.
Так, теперь по заданиям. Задача профессора на защиту.
I'm not impressed in the least.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ни хрена себе.
Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Блин, я бы хотел, чтобы у меня такие уроки были в школе.
Our next task will be planting dittany at our pot.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Так, я посадил
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Oh, nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Так, ладно, я забрал капусту.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! Can't chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
О, тут что-то есть. Блин.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make
Еще чуть-чуть.
we must first understand.
Would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Revelio.
Which is.
Да, блядь.
Brilliant.
Хе-хе-хе. Алахамора, блядь.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen,
Блядь, все Уизли какие-то
anyone with a
ёбнутые, да?
troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stable.
В последнее время в магазине Горбин и Бэкс наблюдается нездоровое оживление. Неурочные часы, особенно после полуночи. Черным ходу оставляют подозрительного вида свертки. С учетом репутации магазина, мы решили увеличить число мракоборцев, ведущих наблюдения. Вы входите в их число. Угу. Значит, наш преподаватель мракоборец, по сути. Да? Далеко не последний чувак. Угу. Ладно. А там у нас что есть? Что-то я ничего не вижу.
Here's the whopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Ну вот, доверились, блядь, Уизли, и пошло все по жопе.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Найти предметы, да?
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Ну, хорошо.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Так, как, блядь, выйти? Где выход? А вот выход. Зельеварение, конечно, да. Смешной кабинет.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Задание. Так, ладно. Это задание, походу, просто как испытание идет. Блять, какая неудобная карта. Непривычно. Так, ладно. Я туда не могу переместиться, да? Тогда карта Хогвартса. Нам надо наружу.
Revelio.
Сломанная метла.
Reparo.
Не хочет ремонтироваться, да? Хм. Блин, капец, сейчас все это бежать, да? 500 метров. Неужто нет пути получше? Они бы хоть научили на метле летать, что ли, перед этим, а потом уже отправляться. Так.
Revelio.
Домик Хагрида. На замке.
What are you up to now?
Кабинет изучения тварей. Нормально. Вот в него по-любому надо будет сходить. Потому что там я получу сумку, чтобы затаскивать мирных животных. Нет. Посмотри, а здесь у меня был маячок, я мог сюда телепортнуться. Чтобы не оббегать вот эту вот всю хрень. Он у меня активный вообще?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Странно, почему его не он не отмечен был, что я могу на него телепортироваться.
Revelio.
А что здесь внизу?
Levioso. Accio. 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 Incendio. This looks intriguing.
Катакомба?
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio.
Все, больше ничего нет, что ли? А, ну даже метка пропала, что типа сундук открыли, да? Угу. Так, ну раз мне достались шмоточки какие-то новенькие, надо приодеться. А, я пока не могу ее одеть, да?
Revelio.
Но здесь что-то есть. Она, видишь, не пропала. Вопросик.
Incendio.
Вопросик-то не пропал. Значит, что-то есть.
Revelio.
Угу. Все. Пропал.
You for some assistance.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Ну ладно, даже спрашивать не буду.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Мне для этого-то надо как-то этот...
Just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Для этого мне как-то нужно научиться, блядь, дышать под водой, как минимум.
It is good to see you, my friend.
It is good to see you, my friend. Посмотрим, что ты надо.
Is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Ладно,
I'm
спасибо.
sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Замок, не могу зайти пока. А чё за хата? Сундук. Давай. Сейчас переоденемся чуть-чуть. Так, нам досталась какая-то новая штучка. Тут прикольно, мне нравится. Так, наряд. О. Школьная форма со свитером.
It is good to see you.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Это может быть
Rookwood and
опасно.
Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
И это все, что ты хотел узнать? Коза.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
Туда я всегда успею. А сундучок поважнее.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh, I put me back there, right now!
Leviosa.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Угу. Ну, тип врагов появился, ясно?
Right there!
I'm not going anywhere. Instead,
Take this student over my dead body!
Accio. Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Coward!
Incendio.
How embarrassing! Be on knees!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Кто такая Прия?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest.
My
in
wife,
Merlin.
это ее
Gave me
жена.
a book when we were
Почему подругу
students at
перевели?
Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin?
Невероятно.
Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Мерлин был слизеринцем?
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Lumos. Levioso. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Испытание Мерлина. Вот еще одно испытание Мерлина, смотри-ка. Украденная тележка.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
В темноте ночной при свете дня злу не укрыться от меня.
Revelio.
Чешуя герпетского черного дракона. О, испытание Мерлина.
What do you have in store for me this time? Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Так, а где еще один?
I should investigate.
Еще есть? Блин, а где еще? Не хотелось бы драться с волками. Но есть еще же не закончено. Где еще? Он где-то недалеко должен быть. А вот. Блин, еще где-то должен быть, да? Корова. Вон наверху. Уже светает? Ничего себе, шустро.
Past the ruins. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Ну, согласен с тобой. Не твоя вина, что что он на тебя напал. О, это что такое?
This must be it.
Revelio.
Выглядит как пещера какая-то. Пещеры нет никакой.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
He doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example. I should have been shot.
Not many of you are there.
Нихуя.
I will make you pay.
Incendiary. That's your best.
Not very good at this, are you? I won't get until you're dead. Seems you're
Ну, Люмус, блядь.
Incendio.
Leviosa. That's utterly pitiful, this flare. Leviosa. Are you fighting in it? Pitiful.
Accio. Incendio.
Chill spells glance off of me.
Incendio.
Much too slow. Easily diverted. Red Rock will lead us to victory.
Leviosa.
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Is that the best you can do?
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Oh, here's a pleasant.
What's that?
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Revelio.
Ништячки.
Quite an enchantment. The cards are returning to Arn. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Accio.
А он не один такой, да? Так, ладно, что там по снаряжению? Все то же самое, да? Блин, по-моему, так лучше смотрится. Ладно, хуй так. Не, оставлю. Мрачный шерстяной шарф. Так, шары я знаю, где брать. Теперь надо найти место, куда их ставить. Верно? А куда их ставить? А, вот сюда.
Revelio.
Ничего нету. А еще не работает, да? Есть еще, значит, где-то. Наверное, с той стороны. Где-то. Но они не на деревяшках должны быть, они должны быть на земле. Чисто по всем законам оно должно быть где-то вот здесь. Вот оно, да. Но где взять шары? Тогда такой вопрос.
Levioso. Accio. Accio.
А, сундук. Так, а шарики-то где брать? Железные.
Incendio. Revelio. Lumos.
Ничего нету. Тоже нету.
Revelio.
Я не вижу шаров каменных.
Incendio.
Даже не понимаю, как туда забраться.
Incendio.
И не с этой стороны.
Revelio.
Здесь нет ничего.
Revelio.
Вот они, блядь.
Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Еще одна задачка Мерлина решена. Так, ну можно, конечно, прогуляться вот до сюда, открыть портал, а потом уже прыгать. Да, и после этого, когда один квест можно заканчивать будет.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Угу.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
А где твои повозки, блядь?
If you're here for my
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What's a nice idea, Ron? I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Продам сразу то, что ненужный хлам.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking traveling vendors, and now businesses. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
Блин, я бы хотел бы, конечно, открыть.
Wonder who lives here.
Но я не знаю Алхамора.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Ни хрена себе, блять, оспа. Драконьи искры, блять, из пасти.
Your great niece.
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Понятно.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
Отлично.
I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Вообще Алхамора, блять, у меня есть? Здесь. Прикольно. Ты пульсы выкидывает нафиг. Прикольно. Так, ну все, вроде ничего нету. Вот, важное. Алахамора, блядь. Ясно, понятно. Так, мы, короче, в гостевой. Можно передохнуть, думаю. Да. Спасибо, всего хорошего. Эта серия получилась долгой.